Gonna be honest, this is a surprise even for me. I was planning on ending this Dynasty series, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers on College Football 25, with the last episode, but then there's two reasons why I decided to carry on. Number one, and that's probably the biggest motivator for me right now, is we've got this dude here, Onwuzurike. Now, why is this dude a motivation for me? Well, quite simply because I had a different quarterback lined up. I had a different quarterback that I wanted to go with. That was Lombardo, and he just quit the team in the last episode. I was absolutely blindsided. I was really, really distraught. I was like, dude, you were supposed to be the next one. You were the promised one. You know, imagine all the memes with the lightsaber duels and Obi-Wan and Anakin and all that. Yes, he was supposed to be the chosen one. Following up in Ethan Vasco's footsteps, it didn't happen. It did not happen because he decided to leave the team. It was high, but he decided to leave, so that was that. And I was looking at the screen. I was really deflated. I was like, dude, what am I going to do now? Then I did look at my quarterbacks. I was like, all right, I've got Larry Garfield. He looks quite okay-ish. He's 79 rated. That's all right. A senior. All right, we've got Will Wooten. Now that's interesting. He's actually a junior. And then I happened upon Onwuzurike. We signed him as an athletic player. So he switched over to quarterback later on. And actually, he's not horrible. He's a 3-star recruit. He's 6'4". He's a freshman still. He's a scrambler, so that's great. We've got the ratings. These are actually not absolutely horrible for the most part. His physicals, he does have 96 throw power. I don't know if you can see that somewhere here, but that's just really pretty amazing. Throw power right there, yeah. Now the trucking, strength, stiff arm, all that, not that much, but the throw power 96. I was like, dude, we gotta give this guy a chance. Gotta make it, you know, gotta see what he can do. And that's just gonna be the start of this new season. We're gonna set him as captain, because yes, he will have to lead the team. Ian Onwuzurike will be our starting quarterback for the Chanticleers. This season is almost as good as the other two up top, and there's not really too much of a difference there. I was looking at Hanneman as well, just a quick check in here, especially looking at his ratings and all that. He does develop at a faster than normal rate. We're going to see how that goes, but for the moment, he's not really an option for me. I'm just valuing the 96 throw power that Onwuzurike brings to the table a little bit more than the 94, and there's a lot more reduced stats for Hanneman as well. Apart from that, there's not much more to say. Apart from one more thing, I did happen upon this dude, Timothy Tin. I joined pretty late in the in the process here. He's out of Georgia. He's a running back with the number 98. Looks quite promising. Again, he has pretty solid stats actually. Especially what I like is the power. 96 strength, jumping is good, injury is good. Toughness is pretty solid as well. He's got the quickness, so we're going to be using this dude as well for certain plays. Really looking forward to using these guys. Apart from that, I have set the depth chart. I have tried to utilize the players that will bring us the most, that will be most helpful to us. Apart from that, we are building upon the team that we have started to build last season already, and that has been pretty successful. The recruiting board is completed here now. We have 600 hours to go with. I feel like we need to look at a cornerback. That's definitely a position of need. When we look at the team needs on the offensive line, of course, there's always needs there, but I think we are pretty well set. We've got freshmen in the left tackle, in the left guard. We've got a bunch of freshmen on every position, which is important. We've got solid players there. We've got good lineup looking at the tight ends. We've got a good lineup on the wide receivers. The quarterback could be one that we look for especially since we might be looking for a backup for Onwuzurike should he not really, break through here. On the defensive side of things, there is one position where I'm really a little bit focused on this a little bit more. Now, it's of course the cornerback position. I just said that. We've got Dorsett and Slade, who are solid cornerbacks. Then we've got Lee and Shepard juniors. We've got Barmore, who's a junior as well. Then we've got Spriggs, and we've got Dembo. So we have to look towards signing solid cornerbacks to really solidify that position. For the most part, we are quite well set. We could also use some help at safety, but usually you can use these players, mix and match them as you like. And that's basically all she wrote. We're immediately going to be looking at the cornerbacks because these are the positions that I definitely want to lock down pretty quickly. Plus, there's one 5-star. That's Lemieux, but we are not even in the in the top 10 here. So that might be tricky. We're immediately going to go for all the dudes where we are the top, basically, right? Where are we? There we are. Where the interest level is first. Those are the players that I want to go for. Those are the players that I really want to lock down immediately. So we are immediately going to just send to house on all of these dudes, because that's just what we're going to be doing here. Try to get into the lead on most of these dudes as quickly as possible. That's certainly just what makes sense. What I did notice is that we have a ton of 3-star players that are interested in us, and 4-star players, even more than the 3-star players. So that is something that is, to be fair, pretty amazing. Didn't really expect to get this level of attention this quickly, but we're gonna work with it. I am okay with that. And yeah, with that said, we're just gonna be distributing here these players that we are focusing. Especially, again, as I said, the ones that have us as their top interest. Now, there are a few where we're not that highly rated, but that doesn't matter too much. We're just going to be slapping the center house onto these dudes. A quality center could help us as well. We have 100 hours left. Let's just take a look. Maybe Cordell Biggers is an interesting one. And who else? Do we go for a tight end? I don't really think we need to, because we already have some pretty solid options right there. The offensive line is always interesting, always something that we need to focus on. All right, it's week 1. We're going to be playing FCS Midwest, which is of course a fictional team. It's not really an existing team, as I did learn. I thought it was a real one, but there we go. You never know. We're immediately going to try to get these players to visit us, of course, but we can only do that once they have reached their top 5 schools. Now, what we're going to be doing is I'm just going to be cleaning house a little bit here, because some of these have already locked us out, so we will not be looking at these anymore. Some of these were pretty hard sells from the get-go, so that was always going to be tough. Let's take a look at the prospect list again. We will be looking at the sorting by interest. This is basically just, that's the best shot. As you can see, I did not focus on the 3 stars yet. There's 5 stars. We are focusing on these dudes anyways. It's Keys and Prince. Those two, of course, are the 2 that I would really like to get to be interested in us. Then we've got the 4-star prospects, and we have basically, I've just gone for everybody that's half decently interested in us. Taking a look at the at the 5 stars. Did we actually focus them already? So Tyrant Prince and Keys. So yes, we actually focused on Keys already. I am thinking about maybe going for Prince here instead of another dude. On the other hand, you know, these 5 stars sometimes are a little bit tricky to lock down. But we seem to be making quite solid progress with most of these here. Which one could we cut back on? I'd actually like to get Carter over Hammer. Keys is interesting. I totally overlooked Prince. I think we should be looking at him. Of course, he's a bust, but that only means he drops down 1 development rating. So I don't even think that's going to be too much of a problem. Yeah, but it is what it is, you know, it's really tricky. I think we could use this dude here. I think we could remove this, get back those 50 hours. Why? Well, quite simply because we have a pretty solid player at that position anyways, who's a 5-star recruit already. So we're gonna send to house for Tyrone Prince, and let's just hope that we progress quite quickly and that we open up those points. Now, we're going to be starting a new season here, which of course means that we will be looking at the uniforms. Now, we used this in our first season. We used the current alternate in the second season with the all-white away option. The last season, we used the current home option and the current away option. So what do we still have? We have the current alternate and the current away option number 3. So that's actually quite good. We're going to be going with this here. This is actually quite a nice look. It has the teal, I like that. And then we have the current away option, which is all white, but still has the black helmet, which I think is pretty cool. With that said, we're only going to be playing offense. Let's go. Here we go. Night game, our first home game. So the first game of the new season is immediately going to be a home game and a night game at that. It's the first game for Ian Onwuzurike as a quarterback. He will have to prove himself. He's going to have to show what he can do. We have a slightly adjusted offensive line. We've got new faces on the defense. A lot of changes. I tried to keep a few things the same though. Something like the slot wide receivers. I'm going to be starting with Kuykendall here. I actually don't know why, because he shouldn't be an option when after adjusting the depth chart. But alright. Let's see if this is a trend. Now, we're going to be using Zamora here. Here we go. Zamora, and he finds some space. That is actually lovely. Zamora is a 4-star recruit out of high school. I do expect not an easy game, but it should be quite a clear game, though. I'm going to be looking for Greenhagen. Tight end, he is a 4-star recruit, so I'm trying to use those as best I can. This team, with the 60 ratings, they do have some solid players in there. At the same time, shouldn't really be too much of a challenge. Now, Zimmer has been a breakout player for me. I have to say, I was pretty surprised by his performances last season. He was really pretty lovely. He's a small dude, not a big guy. Contrary to Damania, look at that guy. He's built like a brick. Absolute beast of a player. Here we go. Good throw. Throw by Onwuzurike. Not really much of a challenge there. I'm going to try the scrambling aspect of his game as well. We're just going to set up this one here. And then we're going to see how good he can scramble. So we're going to get the motion going. How fast are you? It was actually not horrible. Ushered out of bounds, getting some yards. Ian Onwuzurike, off platform, significant accuracy boost when throwing a crossbody, road dog, option king. There we go. I was really deflated when Lombardo decided to leave. He was a 4-star recruit. I was nurturing him, but he didn't get the playtime, of course. I mean, that should have come as a surprise to no one, and here we are. Kaboom. It's Yates on the slot. I would like to see Damania there. I think I will have to adjust the depth chart, because I think Damania is my wide receiver number 2, so maybe they're adjusting for that, but I'd rather have him. Ooh, there's a wobble on that, but all right. Can't complain. Second touchdown, first quarter. We are going pretty strong here. This team, I really don't understand what this team is really doing. So it's Greenhagen and Damania. I'm gonna adjust the depth chart. I just want to see. So we've got Onwuzurike here. We've got the running backs here. That works. Now wide receivers. I've got Damania here. I feel like I would like to have Damania available as a slot receiver. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using Zimmer, I'm going to be using Zavidra, and I'm going to be using Orlando. Those are freshmen. Let them have their snaps. Now we're going to be taking a look at the third down running back situation. Why is this Kuykendall? Oh no, that's the way it should be. All right, that works. I was like, what is going on? And it's my own mistake. So there we are. Now Greenhagen is not the fastest dude. Slower than Armstrong. He's higher rated in terms of the star rating though. There you go. 2nd and 7. Let's go with the cross dig. New setup. Still Greenhagen. Armstrong was amazing last season. Wow, did you see the zip on that one? That was a cool one. Let's go to the post corner drive here. We're going to be looking for Terrell Porton, who is my wide receiver number 1 for this season. Senior player. Inside zone. Let's go. Right to left, Zamora. Porton on fire. Onwuzurike is on fire as well. Zamora held 2nd and 1. Gonna go the halfback slam here though. Are we gonna juju up Onwuzurike a little bit? It looks kind of plain. I think I'm gonna give him a visor or something like that, just to spruce it up a little bit, right? Kuykendall, right to left. Kuykendall has this shifty option, which means he can sidestep quicker. We're going to set him in inside zone, but we're going to shift to a... Do I like one of these plays or do I not like one of these plays? We're going to go left to right. Zamora, 3rd and inches. Nice. Inside zone. I love the kicker's name, Matt Coward. We've got a few amazing names right now, and look at that one. Zamora going around the side here. Man, that is some vintage Christian Washington stuff right there. Kablam. Lovely. I like that. And the cheerleaders do as well. 20-0. I mean, personally, I would really like to adjust the Midwest team. but they are, because they're really bad. I mean, I don't really get why are they in there? I did read up on it because I was looking for uniforms for some information on that team. Didn't find it. Now Damania, there we go. Damania in the position where I want to have him. There you go. Great catch, ushered out of bounds here. Let's go the drive, left to right, Damania again. The AI should be able to pick it up if we pick a play too often. At the same time, I haven't seen that happen yet. 1 minute 25, we are just moving forwards. That's Greenhagen, the tight end. Gonna go slot drive, shifting it the other way. We're gonna go with Yates on this one. Yates and Rostov have been so amazing. They are such quick players, but agile as well, very shifty. Just really enjoying them. Zamora now with a pass. We're gonna go with a screen here. Oh, all right, waited a little bit too long. That was a takedown, not a sack though. Here we go. They're gonna be bum rushing me, are they? Here we go. Yates powering forwards. Yates and Dove. So good. 48 seconds on the clock. Zamora, let's try that again. Ooh, slightly out of reach. All right, let's go the drive. So far, I like the throw power. Accuracy and snappiness, not really there. But that's all right. We're going to work on that. Slot drive, 30 seconds to go. Rostov coming from that right-hand side. And that's just the play I was looking for. Crossing through that window straight in front of the quarterback. Nice. And it's 27-0 in the first half. Holy Shazam. But that's alright. Let's get a motivation boost right at the beginning of the season. That's what we're after. Here we go. Second quarter. Tell you what. I'm going to start chewing now. I mean, there's no need to keep this up. I'm even thinking of using some substitutes to give them... Ooh, yikes. All right. Well, we're going backwards. All right. Let's look at some of our subs here. But I'm going to keep on using Onwuzurike. I don't want to really change this. I want to try Timothy Tin here. So we're going to go with this. Jason Quinn, still solid backup. We're going to leave the fullbacks as is. We're going to leave the receivers. Nah, we're going to use Savita. I want to see what they can do, basically. That's just the idea. Armstrong. We've got Steve DeLong. I'm going to try this dude out. Armstrong was fantastic last season, but the other guy is a little bit better. We're going to go with Akbar instead of Chidester here. Why is Bentley sitting down here? What exactly are we doing? We're going to put it like this. Who's up? We're going to use Curry. I think Curry was a 4-star if I'm not mistaken. Going to go like this. We're gonna go with Tevin Torrance, who's actually a 79. He's lower rated than Kataskis, of course, but he's just really looking quite good. Gonna be using Booker, and over here we're gonna be using Robinson, who is pretty lowly rated, but that doesn't matter. On defense, time to show what you can do. We're gonna use Keaton here on left edge. We are gonna use Rooks on right edge. On D-tackle, we're going to be going with Kamalu and Toppins. We're going to go with Foxworth over here. Yes, that's the only freshman. on mid linebacker. Now, Rosenberg and Avery are solid options, but I actually don't think that these two are too bad either. Brandenburg, that's my 5-star recruit. He's a freshman anyways. I'm going to give Carver some playtime as well, just to try and avoid some injuries there. You know, don't have to jinx it. On here, there's actually not too much we can do. Let's use Tyler here. We're gonna go with, actually let's go with Deontay Keaton, who's just a little bit higher rate than Campanaro. And that's it. Nope, one more thing, I forgot about instead of Kuykendall, I'm gonna be going with Quinn or Weinstein. Let's go with Weinstein. Don't like the name, but it's not really his fault, right? Now, shallow cross, Yates. You can see a lot of changed names, changed faces, all of that. And Yates. Is that not great? What a fantastic pickup that was. Cheerleader T-pose. Nice. First and 10 out of the 48. Opposing players almost feel bad. I almost feel bad, but only almost. Right? Let's not overdo it here, but let's go with an inside zone split. Let's see what Tin can do. He's pretty agile. He doesn't have the highest awareness rating, ball carrier protection, but his strength is pretty good. So if we can get him into being that bulldozing dude, well, that's gonna be it. Let's go with an inside zone here. Oh, I love the speed actually. Don't really feel too bad about it using him. Sometimes, you know, it does feel a little bit like using players that you shouldn't use, forcing it. So far, not really feeling that way. Tell you what, we're gonna go with a play action wide receiver in. It's gonna be Damania. I feel very good about that. Here we go. Good wrapping tackle here at 3rd and 4. Mountain halfback, slip screen. It's not a mountain, of course, it's a motion. We're gonna be looking for Weinstein. Let's see. Nice. Actually going through them here. I like our running back core. I really like the running back core. 167 passing yards. It's nothing completely out of this world, to be fair. But we're just getting started. Let's see if Tin can receive as well. I don't think he will, but let's see. Oh, actually he did. Can we get a touchdown with him? We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that here. Come on, man. Just go straight at it. Oh, he's not going down. 2nd and goal, 2 yards out. Inside zone. Let's go right to left. Let's get this. Let's get this for the freshman. There we go. That's an easy run in. And out comes the arrow. Snap. I really like what he brings to the table here. Fans do as well. Timothy Tipp, freshman, running back number 98. Plowing in. Nice. All right, 1 minute 57. Let's play the moment here. Do we have... I'm going to try this one here. I don't really care too much, even if it gets intercepted. Of course, knowing me, I will be annoyed, but I want to see if I can hit him. Flag. Was that a holding offense? Ooh, hello. Well, of course we're gonna accept it. Let's go, guys. What do we do? Let's try the bench. Let's try the bench. I just want to see that arm. I want to see that arm. Well, that's... Actually, he made it. Not a long wind-up. The accuracy, not fantastic. But good enough. Weinstein, number 29. We're gonna run it. Gonna run it. Let's solid. What is it? 3 yards. Sam Weinstein out of Kentucky. Let's go with the all-go here. Gonna be looking for DeLong. Also a tight end. Just going down here. Nice. 33. We're gonna go with a field goal. I want to see how that works. What we can do. And if it's gonna be horrible. Quite solid actually, and that's a flag. Is that again? Is that a roughing the kicker? We're gonna decline. I'm gonna take the field goal. I don't care. And we're gonna win. 38-0. Well, what a season start. What a start to the season. Holy Shazam. Ian Onwuzurike, trial by fire. 216 yards, 90% completion rate, 3 touchdowns. That's alright. That's alright. I mean, you're gonna agree with me, this was not the game to see if we are championship material. But it's a good start. That's all we need. Alright, there we go. Now we have changed up Onwuzurike a little bit. He got advisor, he got that coach thingy with the plays, he got a glove and just fixed his pants. They were looking a little bit weird. Apart from that, this is all I'm going to be doing. Only gear changes, nothing more. Alright, now I think that was a good first game. I'm going to be ending the episode now because it's getting a little bit long now. But for the most part, I really feel pretty good about this. I feel good about the team. There's still some things I need to tinker with, especially looking at the depth chart for everything to work really well. But for now, that's good enough. Going to be ending this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like, consider subscribing, and of course, for those of you that found the Easter egg, drop it down below.